Hey everybody, my name is Zach. I'm a first officer for Endeavor Air. If you do not know who Endeavor Air is, we are a subsidiary of Delta Airlines, so all the flying that I do is for Delta Connection. I've been with Endeavor just a little bit over a year and a half now, and I'm based out of New York City. So growing up, my dad was in the Air Force, my mom worked at NASA for a travel agency, so I was pretty much around airplanes and airports all my life. And that's probably where I got the aviation bug from. Junior or senior high school, I started really pursuing flight simulator on the computer, and was really starting to have a lot of fun with it. And I met a lot of great people through social media and also through the flight simulator game. And it just became a good hobby for me, and I just love doing it. One of these Christmases, I was received a gift from one of my friends for a Discovery flight, and I never met him in life. He's a captain for United Airlines, actually, and he gave me that gift, and I took that Discovery flight a few months prior to graduation, and I knew that's what I wanted to do in life. After I did the Discovery flight, I went to Kent State University, and I have a Bachelor in Science in Aeronautics. So I took the flight technology program that they have there, and was flying out at the airport. So I did that for just about 3.5 years, and I became a flight instructor for the university. So a total of 4.5 years in college, including flight instruction, and then I went to Endeavor. I'd have to say working for an airline is probably one of the best jobs you could possibly have. Just to have the world at your fingertips and to be able to experience the things we experience and meet the people that we meet. It's just an indescribable feeling, and we are so lucky and thankful to have it. So I'm going to dive into some of these questions here. What am I most excited for in my ID90 travel brand ambassador experience? I think mostly is just meeting new people and traveling with new people. Sometimes you travel with the same people and you get used to it, but just being able to travel and meet new people is basically what this whole experience is about. What's one of my go-to traveling hacks/tips? I'd say just ask questions. Don't be afraid to admit that you need help. There's so many times where maybe my phone service isn't working properly, or that I'm lost. Even though being lost is fun, and being lost in a city and that you have no idea where you're going, it's fun, but it also can be dangerous, leading yourself to a direction that you probably shouldn't be in. Just ask questions. People are very helpful out there in the world, and they're willing to help you, and it's a good feeling to have. The next question is, what's on my travel list? Pretty much every single country that we could possibly go to is on my travel list. Just be able to see every single place and experience it is just incredible. I'm trying to get all the 7 wonders of the world down. I have about 3 of them down, so a couple more to go. If I really had to pick one, I'd probably say Bali, Indonesia. Just the scenery alone, the views, and warm weather and beach and ocean is something that I'm looking forward to. So the next question we have here is, what's been my favorite trip so far? That's a pretty hard one to answer. I always give people 3 to 4 trips in kind of descending order. So I think the first one I have to go with Israel. We flew over to Tel Aviv and spent 3 days in Jerusalem and then 3 days in Tel Aviv, and it's just completely different, and I did not expect what to experience at all, and it was absolutely amazing. We went to the Dead Sea, we went to Petra, Masada, and eventually went to Tel Aviv and just hung out on the beach for the next 3 days, and it's just amazing to be halfway across the world in that country and just to see and experience the things that we did. I highly recommend it. And a close second, third, and fourth would probably have to be Switzerland. I went skiing in the Swiss Alps for the first time ever. I've never been skiing in my life, and learning how to ski and go down the slopes in Switzerland was definitely amazing. About 2-3 weeks ago, I was in Brazil, and we did a lot of cool things in Brazil. The Christ Redeemer, helicopter tour of the city. A lot of tourism things, hiking. So Brazil was amazing. I spent about a week there in Brazil. And then lastly, Oktoberfest. I'm currently in Amsterdam, actually. As you can see behind me here are the canals of Amsterdam. And I just came back from Oktoberfest. We spent 3 days in Munich, and then we spent 3 days here in Amsterdam. So after I get done with you guys, I'll get back outside and continue exploring Amsterdam. My number one advice to my fellow airline employees is just to get out. Get out and travel. Go get lost. We have such a great benefit right at our fingertips. Right through our computer, or just show up to an airport or just book a flight. and just get out there and see the world, travel, and learn new things, experience new things, and your mind will grow and your experiences will continue to grow, and you'll have many stories to tell for years on out. My favorite travel story, I have to say being lost in Switzerland. So we took the train from the airport to our place in Grindelwald, and we weren't exactly sure where we were going because we booked the place in the airport actually. So about 2 or 3 hours prior to actually showing up to the place that we were staying at, we just booked it, and we weren't sure where it was. It was called Ski In and Ski Out, so I absolutely had no idea where we were going. All I had was an address. So we took a train to Grindelwald, and actually went the wrong way at first. Oh, we went the right way, and then we went the wrong way on the next stop. So we went the wrong way in 30 minutes in the opposite direction. But that was cool, just go with it. We're in Switzerland, just having fun, not really sure what we're doing. And, it's okay, just an extra 30 minutes added onto the trip. But once we got to Grindelwald, nobody could really speak English, and we weren't really sure where we were going. So me and my friend, we just wandered up to the ski lift that we saw, and hopefully they were speaking English, which they did. And we asked them if they could help us find this location, and they actually said that we were staying here on the slope. And I was really confused because I wasn't sure if they were being serious or not. But it happened to be that, yeah, we were staying right on the slopes, and they gave us a ticket, and we went up to our cabin, and then there it was. It just, Switzerland, the Swiss Alps just opened up to us, and we were there, and we spent 3 days there, and that was probably one of the most amazing trips I've ever spent, was there in the Swiss Alps. And lastly, the favorite part about my job, just being able to get up and go anywhere, anywhere that I could possibly imagine, and the world is, again, at our fingertips, and there's just so many places to see out there, and I just want to see all of them. Another thing would be connecting people to wherever they need to go. For example, I worked Christmas last time, and it's a very good feeling to know that you're connecting families together for special events, weddings, work, business trips, whatever it may be. You are connecting people to those things, and it's good to think about that, that you are making other people happy. So, and lastly, I look forward to meeting you guys and sharing my experiences with you, in hopes that you share your experiences with me, and continue to do what we love, and that's traveling and seeing the world. So I'm going to get back outside and check out Amsterdam a little bit more, and following this video there will be a lot of my travel videos that I've taken, and go ahead and follow me on Instagram or Snapchat, Z_Bates, and that's where a lot of more of my videos are at. So we'll see you guys, take care.
You're the cutest. Oh, you have sharp claws.